Finding the best product to sell on Amazon FBA is the most important part of being a successful seller. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use the Helium 10 software in order to achieve this. So now let's dive on in. Now I'm inside the black box tool, and to begin with, I'm going to start by choosing certain categories. And again, remember, this is all for demonstration purposes only. All these principles you can apply to your own product research, but they're essential to know. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll reveal exactly how I analyze the marketplace so that I know it's a winner. So let's start by selecting home and kitchen. Now, you don't have to select home and kitchen. This is just a simple way of demonstrating the process to you, as the home and kitchen products tend to be quite simple and straightforward. Okay, next I'm going to do price at $6.99 to $59.99, as this is a nice broad price range to begin with. Next, we're going to do parent level revenue, and I'm going to go $20,000 to $80,000. As this is a fairly nice broad scope again. And something to bear in mind with this is, a lot of the time, you'll find a product on here within these parameters, but then when you dive into the market, there might actually be something selling even more. This is essentially just finding your first window into the winning market. Next, I'm going to do shipping size as small standard size, and I'm going to put the weight as maximum £1. This will ensure we're in the smallest category for shipping and the lowest weight, which helps you save the most on shipping fees. And now feel free to play with these other parameters yourself. Begin with, this is a very good place just to start, to get you a general idea of products that we could begin selling. So now I'm going to click search, and now this has pulled up all the results from the parameters that we entered. As you can see, they're all at the top here. Now I'm going to filter this by parent level revenue, so we can begin looking from the highest turnover to the lowest turnover within the threshold that we put. Now let's have a look for some product ideas. Now when I'm going through these results, I'm looking for ways I can be different and things I can change, and also things that can be improved upon, such as different amounts, different size, different colour, and the possibilities are endless. So let's just have a look now. Okay, first we have aluminum foil seals, but very good point here. This is for Nespresso, so you wouldn't necessarily want to sell this because it's designed for a specific branded product. Now, if these were just aluminum foil seals and it wasn't for a particular brand, then I'd be looking at selling it because it'd be for a general marketplace. And there's a lot of things out there like that. But as a general rule of thumb, when it's a specific component for an already known brand, then I tend to steer clear of it. Now, let's keep having a look and see if anything else jumps out at us. I'm seeing a lot of picture frames, not a big fan of those, because I don't know how you would stand out and be different, because there's going to be a lot of just standard sizes for picture frames, and there's going to be a lot of rinse and repeating in the market. Okay, now this is interesting. We have an inflatable car neck pillow, and the reason it's interesting is because it's a 2-pack. So I'm going to click on that now and let's have a look. And also another good point is it's inflatable, meaning that the weight is going to be pretty light because it's inflatable. And also in terms of shipping and packaging size, I would imagine it will come deflated and then you will probably inflate it yourself. So these are all mindset tricks I'm trying to get you in when you're looking for products, because something as simple as seeing that it's inflatable could be the difference between winning and losing, because you know you're going to be saving on fees. The main reason I clicked this as well is because it's a 2-pack. In most cars, you get 4 or 5 seats. Obviously, in some cars, you'll get more, and in some, yeah, you might only get 2 seats. Based off that, this listing's only accounting for people that have 2 seats. So then we could come in now and do a 4-pack, for example, and try charging a little bit higher price, maybe $11.99, and then see if we can fit in. There's a step deeper than this, how we can actually validate that you can sell in this market. So what you want to do here is, the trick we have is we go to the top here and you'll see the product's ASIN, but this will only appear here if you have the Helium 10 Chrome extension. And if you don't have the Helium Chrome extension yet, I highly recommend you install this. Click the link below, as we have an exclusive discount just for you. But for now, we can scroll down and we get to product information, and you go to item details, and now the product ASIN is also here. So even if you don't have the Chrome extension, you can still find the ASIN. So now we copy the ASIN, and now we paste our ASIN into Cerebro and click Get Keywords. Now, for those of you that don't know, a keyword is simply what customers are searching for. And each keyword is almost like its own little marketplace. This is what we refer to in the business as windows. Imagine you're selling a product in a real life shop and you're paying for window space, and there might be different types of products on display in categories in those shop windows. So then all the people looking for that particular type of product would go to that window and buy your product. Whereas online, the equivalent of that is someone searching for a particular product and then you show up in that window and then they buy it online. So I hope that helps you understand how keywords function from a real life perspective. Okay, and now I'm just going to briefly fill this in. I'll do word count as 2, search volume 600 minimum, and then organic rank 1 to 16, which simply means for each of these keywords people are searching for, at least 600 people every month have looked for them, which is a nice baseline to start with. And this product is on page 1 for each of those keywords, because if they're not on page 1, then they're not getting sales. So that'll do for now, and I'm just going to click apply filters, and let's scroll down, and now we have 15 keywords over 600 search. So now I'm going to filter this by search volume, and now this is great because as a general rule of thumb, I like to see at least 10 keywords over 600 search, and this has 15, so you know there's a good variety of windows to fit into. And now you want to be looking at what they're actually saying as well. And also, when there's multiple words in one keyword search, we call this a long tail keyword. And this can be beneficial because it's a very specific phrase. So think about it. If someone's just typing in neck pillow on its own, obviously that'd be quite broad. And like a lot of people that are looking at neck pillows might not want an inflatable neck pillow because it specifically says inflatable neck pillow. You know, the intention behind that search result is a lot more likely to convert a purchase, because the person who's typed that in is in the mentality of looking specifically for the inflatable neck pillow. And then, as you can see here, it goes even deeper. Inflatable neck pillow airplane. So now we're looking for an inflatable pillow, and we're looking specifically to use it on an airplane, which is also interesting because if you go back to the listed example, their main image demonstrates it being used in a car, and the traffic demands that they want to be using it on an airplane. So straight away I'm seeing windows here, because now we could bring this out and then in our main image we would demonstrate it being used on an airplane instead of being used in a car, based off the fact that everyone wants it for an airplane. Because here you've got inflatable neck pillow airplane, 4,400 people every single month looking for that, and then directly behind it, even more specific, inflatable travel pillows for airplanes. That's a 5-word search that 2,700 people every single month are looking for. And then this competitor isn't capitalizing on that because they're advertising it to be in a car. And also remember, these are all just tips and tricks of how you want to be viewing these marketplaces. And if you're enjoying this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more product research videos like this. I'm going to continue to make more of these videos with real life examples to demonstrate how you can find your next successful product. If you want a more in-depth step-by-step tutorial about exactly how to go from zero to hero on Amazon, even if you're a complete beginner and have zero knowledge, then we have a full-length course, which is also linked below in the description. So be sure to check that out, and I'll see you next time.